Shocking daylight attack leaves a dairy owner in hospital. Demand on police see longer response times. And could this be the most expensive car heist in our history? What happened to a near $1 million Rolls-Royce stolen from a suburban Auckland home? Te Maria, I'm Sherry Kinnear, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. An Auckland dairy owner is recovering in hospital after an attack by two hammer-wielding robbers. Police say they were called to the Mount Roskill store at about 4:30 yesterday afternoon after two people suffered serious injuries. Security footage of the attack shows a man running behind the counter and swiping his hammer at a woman. The dairy owner, Jayanti Patel, says there was blood coming down all over his wife's body and she is now unable to speak. Police say the attackers took tobacco and cash before fleeing the store and are still at large. Meanwhile, there's claims not enough is being done to take strain off police. Demand on staff and resources has resulted in police stretching out response time targets for emergencies and burglaries. Police now have 45 minutes for emergencies in urban areas, up from 20 to 25 minutes, or an hour in rural places, up from 45 minutes. A West Auckland woman is distraught after her 2023 Rolls-Royce Ghost worth $850,000 was stolen from her home. A motoring magazine editor describes the theft as a targeted heist, saying there aren't too many cars more expensive than that in New Zealand. The woman told the Herald her house was ransacked on Saturday evening, with jewellery, a massage chair and important documents also stolen. Police notified the woman on Tuesday that the luxury Rolls-Royce had been found abandoned 4 kilometres from her house. It was being repaired for damage. A former Rebels gang captain's been sentenced for extorting cash from a victim for wearing a rival gang's colours. A Whanganui District Court judge has ordered Robin Edwards to serve 7 months home detention and pay $250 in reparations. The 36-year-old earlier pleaded guilty to a charge of non-aggravated robbery by threats. Police say Edwards showed up to the victim's home and demanded $500 for wearing clothes associated with the Hells Angels. When the man, who was not gang affiliated, failed to pay up, Edwards threatened to shoot him. And the Association of Salaried Medical Specialists is pleased to see proposals to train and retain more doctors locally. National is pledging a new medical school at Waikato University to train more doctors if elected, and says it'll plug healthcare worker shortages. It would also increase the number of medical school placements at Auckland and Otago by 50 from 2025. Association Executive Director Sarah Dalton says these are desperately needed.
We know that there are a number of students every year who leave New Zealand having been unable to get into med school here, and very, very few, if any, of those people come back to New Zealand.
And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more news worth knowing, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.